Hey everybody, today we're going to show you how to make unlimited Paldium fragments here in Palworld, and you only need to be level 8 to do so. So let's jump into it. So the first thing you want to do is unlock the stone pit at level 7. Now I recommend making 2 of these and putting them next to each other. Like you guys can see at our base here, we have 2 stone pits right beside each other. And once you have the stone pits down, you want to make wooden crates. And if you're a higher level, you can use a different type of storage, but you want to put some sort of storage right next to your stone pits. And the reason for that is because if you come over here and acquire 234 stone, you're not going to be able to move. So what you can do is just slowly turn and put it in the chest without having to drop any. And it's a really good way to store the stone quickly. Now, once you have these 2 up and running, you're obviously going to need a pal that can come over here and do a really good job of mining. We actually have 2 Digtoises. These guys are level 25. And as you can see, this is their main priority, is just mining. So they're over here pretty much the entire day, just spinning in circles, gathering stone. You can see this one's got 3,059, and they're pretty fast. There may be another pal in the game that's a little bit quicker, as these guys are level 3 when it comes to mining. And I believe it goes up to level 4. But you can see that it goes quick enough to where you can go do whatever you want, come back, and there'll be a ton of stone here. You can then pick it up, throw it in the chest, and you guys know the way this game works. Any chest that's in your base, you're going to be able to access when you go to craft something. So you can just throw it in both of these chests right here, and this is how you're going to get your stone going. If this guy is too high of a level for you, there's several other pals in the game that are much lower levels that have the mining ability. The only downside is a lot of those guys also have other abilities. So if you throw them in your base, they're not going to solely focus on getting stone. They're going to come by, get a little bit of stone, and move on to their next project. Whereas these guys spend pretty much the entire day here. So really good way to get the stone. To find the Digtoise, there's a couple different places you can go really quick. One is on the far northeastern side of the map up here in this desert. You want to be on the northern side of the desert. You can see I don't have a little bit of it unlocked here, but right up here you'll find a bunch. If you can't go that far into the map, you can also come right over here where Anubis is located, pretty much right in the dead center of the map. There's a little desert right here, and this is actually where we found all of ours, right here in this little area. So if you want to get a Digtoise, that's where you need to go to. Now, once you have that going, you need to unlock the Crusher. Now, the Crusher is going to be unlocked at level 8, and we'll run right over here, I believe, is where we have it, and I'll show you what it looks like if you don't already know. But right over here where this big pal is where you're going to find the Crusher. Again, this is at level 8, and you go ahead and build this, and you also want to put yourself a storage right next to it. Now, what the Crusher is going to do is allow you to turn wood into something. I don't know exactly what it is, but you can also turn stone into Paldium fragments. And once you build this thing and put yourself a chest right beside it, we can do the exact same thing. We can go ahead and access this, build Paldium fragments using all the stone that we're getting over here in our little stone pits, and have this thing working constantly. You'll need to get yourself a pal that has the ability to water. As you guys can see, it is watering this thing, moving the wheel, and making the Paldium fragments. This one that we have, I don't actually believe it's the Serpent, but this is a really good one. Again, if you're not a high enough level, any of the pals that are going to spew water is a good one to use for the base. And they'll come over here, use it on the Crusher, and make yourself Paldium fragments. As you guys can see, we're up to 180. Generally, we'll put a couple thousand in here and just let it go while we're gone. And when we come back, 1,000 is enough to do pretty much anything in this game. And again, you can see we have our chest here. So all you have to do is pick up the fragments, look over here at the chest, and you can drop them inside. You can see we already have a ton. Go ahead and add some more. And this is pretty much how you do it. It's a pretty simple strategy. I'm glad that you're able to do this at a fairly low level and not have to grind the game for a really long time to be able to do this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If you guys have any other questions about how to get this done, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to help you guys out. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.